It happened back in the day when loose fitting was the shit. I'm sitting reminiscing, just thinking of it. Would I be alive or die if I changed my decision? If only I just listened to my mother, but I didn't. I heard it from a distance, but to listen was a mission. She said, watch for danger, never thought I'd be in that position. She always told me that it might, but I said it isn't gonna happen. I never listened cause of my acquisition. I got a chill down my spine, but it was winter. You never really notice things until it hit ya. I envisioned, but for once couldn't see a picture. My brain's out of ink, I seem to think I need a printer. I was with my friend who slept over the night before. I got my money and no thoughts going out the door. And I thought it'd be a normal day and nothing more. We traveled through the snow, locomotive to the shopping mall. And I remember I was wearing just all black. Black baggy pants, black tee and black hat, black Timberlands, black jacket that all matched. Stacked full of clothes just to get through the cold. So I walked through the mall without a worry at all. There was nothing unusual that I actually saw. So we passed by a store, it's a place where I bought a black tee that was longer than the one I had on. The friend I was with was 2 years younger than me. He looked a bit older, and I think you would agree if I told you he was younger, then you wouldn't believe. Down the mall I see my old friend and his whole family. Then we talk for a while, then my friend comes with me. I try to find a place where it's cheap to buy jeans. People all around, everywhere I see, surrounding the shops that are hot and they feeling fatigued. We walk this way on a Boxing Day, talked the whole day. We looked at every place, there was always someone new and a familiar face. Items were being chased and others running like a race. It was getting dark, so we started to pop. My other friend leaves us and goes back to his mother and his father pushing the stroller that holds his baby brother. We say our goodbyes till the next time we'll see each other. It's time that we dip, I say yo when I tell him. Head up the escalator all the way up to Zella's. We walk through the door by a couple of fellas, thinking in my mind, will they actually confront us? I remember looking at the guy to analyze face, just because I thought he looked exactly like the game. There was 2 guys, one dressed in red and pretty tall, the other dressed in black and shorter but not small. So we walk out the door on our way to go home. We walked to the terminal and it was pretty cold till we're stopped by the guys and they just say, hold up, coming out of nowhere till around the corner. I kept on walking but my friend was behind me. At the time I thought the situation was tiny, but I knew this guy was trying to fight me, and I was really hoping for a cop to find me. Hoping for a cop to pop out and say the digger's up. It never happened and they had a plan of stickers up. My mind was blank, there was no way I could think of something. My friend was stuck so I stayed and I wasn't running. He asked for cash, I refused, he said you think I'm joking. I did want to fight, I refused to provoke him. This was serious and nobody was laughing. Then it starts here and pulls a gun out his jacket. I never really knew if the gun was real or not, because that night I really did feel like getting shot. I put his hand in my pocket and then he took my cell phone. My mind was going crazy and I'm thinking, oh hell no. I tried to get it back but I knew he'd attack. Punched my chest and said, do you wanna get stabbed? No effect, he was weak so I should've kicked his ass, but be stopped in a second if the gap would've blast. It all happened so fast and money's what they want. I save on my phone, will trade for the money I got. I hold the 5 in my palm, says fine and understand. He says give the money first and I respond fuck that. Then the short guy tries to take it out of my hand. He couldn't open my fist, let alone move my wrist. Then the other guy goes for my legs and tests me. He didn't know I had a background in wrestling. I didn't fight back but he took me down instead. It's 2-on-1, I got a cut on my hand and it bled on the floor. My fist clutches the money tight again, and before they decide to leave I get kicked in my head. They said if you follow us then that's 8 shots, and that was my story of how I got robbed. And if you wonder about my friend, well he was on the side fighting the fight. Then what's the point of carrying a knife? Now when I walk the streets I have a sense to be cautious. I always look around my surroundings cause who wants this? My crisis was the closest to death that I've got, and a memory like this cannot be forgot. Does it make me less of a man if I don't fight back? Is courage a skill as a man that I lack? If I ran I wouldn't be at the point where I'm at, but lucky for my friend I had the heart to go back. I always have to look around even when I hear a noise. I do admit at times I get a little paranoid. I was thinking in my mind, wait until my parents hear this. I wasn't afraid to lose my life cause I'm fearless. Don't act tough and don't be false with your words, cause in a second you can change and be more concerned, cause in the end you might be the one that's getting hurt. Get a beating with no question and no lesson once learned. Live your life with no regret, you better take advantage, cause what's worse than knowing you lost something when you had it? If you had the chance to keep something close you better grab it, or else you'll lose it in a second and you'll never have it. Fearless, you better be fearless. Fearless, you better be fearless. Fearless, you better be fearless. Fearless, you better be fearless.